everyone, it's me, Mary Mask, doing another video with my voice here in the channel because I realized I don't talk much here in the channel and I decided to do so. And also I wanted to try making this sort of video that is a Speedpaint plus a voiceover thingy, like a Speedpaint but I talk. I thought it would be interesting, and also I really love making Speedpaints. I don't know, I just love making Speedpaints. It's one of the things I like the most, like producing and stuff, but apparently people don't like it as much. I'm kind of sad about it. Like, I post a random music I've made months ago. It takes like 200 views, but a Speedpaint that I worked a lot and I tried choosing the best song to fit in with the drawing, make the best editing to make it cool in the ending when showing the drawing, when it's finished and all. It takes like 60 views. It's kind of sad. Like, well, you don't like my Speedpaint, guys? I'm trying to make them on shorts as well. I don't know, give my Speedpaint a chance, people. I really like making them. I would really appreciate it if you give it a chance, but this is not what I'm gonna talk about here. And also, I just quickly wanted to say that this drawing that I'm currently making on the video that you guys are watching, that I'm not seeing because I just made a huge script for me, it's a random drawing from the player's fate because I wanted to explore a little bit of the scenarios of the series, like especially in Waterfall, because it's one of my favorite regions in Undertale, and I thought it would be interesting to explore this region in a random drawing I've made. I struggled a little bit in the beginning, but later on I had a cool idea for it. It's a bit simple, it's a bit weird, the perspective might be pretty shitty, but I tried it. But anyway, am I allowed to curse in my own channel? I really don't know. I guess I'll censor that. Oh my god. Anyway, today I want to talk about a little bit about 2023 and how 2023 was, because it was a pretty complicated year. It was a pretty complicated year for me, 2023, especially because here in the channel was stuck in 500 subs for over a year. It's kind of my fault too, because it was the last year of high school and a lot of stuff were happening, like there were tests and activities and blah 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 blah, you know, finishing school. But now I'm officially free from school. I don't have school anymore. I passed because I'm amazing. And by the way, if you're a bit confused by that, it's because Brazil, like, school year ends in December because of summer. So yeah, really cool. Why you guys up there, I don't know, like in America, Europe or whatever, are like suffering in cold. We are going to the beach, going to the pool, making barbecues while listening to pagode. Okay, this thing only Brazilians will get, but still, that's how things work here. But going back to the 500 subs thingy, the channel currently has 700, and I'm very happy for that because I really was worried about the channel because it was stuck in 500 subs and I was starting to get a little bit desperate, but it seems like things are working, and I don't know, I imagine if the channel reached 1k, like that would be really cool. I can't wait for that to happen and more. I don't know, it just leaves me very excited for the future. And also there's another thing that I want to talk about, that it's a little bit about 2024, because we're currently in December when I'm currently recording this video. It's day 22 of December, and well, 2024 is coming. So yeah, it'll be a very different year, very different, because I'll be going to college as well. Yeah, I'll be going to college, and I am a bit worried that I won't have enough time to work on the things here on the channel, like the player's fate and some other videos that I'm planning, and also my drawings and a bit of music, because I've been thinking about making more music because I don't know, I kind of like it. And yeah, I'm a bit worried that I won't have enough time, but I want to plan things because I really want the player's fate to happen. I've been thinking about some very interesting videos to make that are different from animations and Speedpaints and music and blah 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 blah. I've been thinking about making more videos with my voice because I apparently like doing that, and apparently my voice is cool. Some people like my voice, so yeah, I'm gonna try making more videos with my voice because I wanted to make videos talking about the player's fate, to introduce the project more properly, a video about Glitch Tail Agony's story because I kinda happened to cancel this project because of I wouldn't have enough time to work on both the player's fate and Glitch Tail Agony at the same time. I'll explain more detailedly in the future, and also 2 more videos that I wanted to talk a little bit about the themes for the Glitch Tail Agony characters, and maybe from the player's fate as well. I don't know, some extra curious videos about music and things like that, you know. I just thought it would be interesting. But while we're on it, I wanted to talk a little bit about the player's fate, that is this cool project of mine. I wanted to share a little bit of intel of how the process of creation of the series is going, because let's begin from the basic. If you by any chance is a new subscriber here and has no idea of what the heck I'm talking about, The Player's Fate is a project of mine. That is an Undertale fan animated series made in a format that even people who have never played it, never seen anything about it, can watch it and understand, with mystery, action, like adventure series, with voice acting in 3 whole seasons. So yeah, it's a pretty ambitious project, let's say it. We'll get more into the voice acting part because I really want to talk about that. But yeah, I have this project of mine. I'm basically creating a whole animated series by myself with a little help of 2 friends of mine. One that, by the way, has a YouTube channel and is also making an Undertale series, which I happen to help in a few soundtracks and stories, so maybe you could check it out. It has subtitles in English that I also helped, so please help this friend of mine. It really would make him happy and make me happy as well, so help me in here. What kind of accent was that? Okay, whatever. Whatever, I don't know, my accent is weird. I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, back to The Player's Fate. I've made a pilot for The Player's Fate called Inner Conflicts. That I like. It's not exactly a pilot, it's just a random animation that is a random fight scene that, well, it was just a test. It was just a test thingy because I never made an actual animation before. And while you might be wondering how are you gonna make a whole animated series if you've never made an animation before, well, let me tell you a few news that I'm going to an animation college next year. I'll be learning animation. That is something I'm really passionate about. I really like animations. It's like my favorite type of media. I really like it, and I've always wanted to produce animated series. Like, I'm serious about this. You think I'm kidding? You think I'm here to play? You think I'm just making animated series because it's cool? No, I really want to work with that thing. I've already got 3 original projects in my mind about aliens and blah 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 blah, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Let's go back to The Player's Fate. I kind of changed the topic here. And Inner Conflicts, that was this pilot for The Player's Fate. It was just something I made for testing. This animation was a starting point because I wanted to make a whole series for that, and originally it was supposed to have only 2 seasons. One that was a season that happened after the fight scene, but then I decided to make a story happening previously to it. And there's something very funny because Undertale, that is the original source for this story, well, it didn't exactly explore the past. We only know a few things in backstory, but we never saw the game how it was before the events of the game. And I thought it would be interesting to explore the game before the story, before the actual story. So the first season is going to be a prequel for the Undertale events. The second season will be a huge mess. Oh, trust me, it will be a huge mess. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with that. And the third season is what happens after the fight scene. If you watch it, and if you had watched it, I guess you will understand what I mean with that. I think you will understand what is going to happen, especially in the post-credit scene. But I still wanted to make these other 2 seasons before it because I thought it would be interesting to explore Undertale previously to the Undertale story, and I tried creating a few new things. The protagonist is Kara, that in Undertale is a very creepy kid with a creepy face and creepy jump scare laughter that makes Five Nights at Freddy's cry. Here I kind of changed his personality a little bit. He is more outgoing and chill and kind of funny, and I also make him as a boy in the story because I don't know, I wanted to explore a version where Kara is a boy. Okay, I guess I can say he's a very Brazilian kid. Yeah, Kara is canonly Brazilian. I am never gonna change this fact. I think this is amazing, and it only enhances his character even more because I am Brazilian and I want to make him Brazilian too. But don't worry, this is not going to be such a big deal in the story. Trust me, Kara is a very deep character. Kind of funny to say that Kara is a deep character. With a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on in his head. Yeah, a lot of inner conflicts, I might say. I'm so funny. Why did I become queen from Deltarune? What the heck? And I created a whole different backstory to him. A whole different backstory. Like, not different. I mean, previous to the backstory that we knew in Undertale. So I tried creating something very different, and I'm also a bit scared because I think I made it a little bit too edgy. But I honestly don't care. Or I do. I don't know. I'm a bit confused about that, but I honestly like this version of him because, okay, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. You guys will have to wait until the series is released to understand Kara's secret edgy backstory. So yeah, enough talking about Kara. The first season is about him falling in the underground. And the underground here is like, as I said, I'm making the series in a format that people that don't know Undertale can watch it and enjoy it. So I'm trying to explore the underground and the monsters and magic as something new. So Kara, as a human, don't know anything about magic, monsters, and blah 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 blah. He doesn't know. So people, as the watcher, I don't know, I guess, espectador, as the watcher, the viewer, thank you. the viewer will watch the series and will learn just like Kara throughout the series. That's how I've been planning things. And a little bit about planning. Let's talk a little bit about planning, because oh my god, throughout the second half of 2022 and the whole 2023, I've been planning the whole The Player's Fate series. I have a notebook in real life that used to be my math notebook from the 7th grade that it was like empty. And I looked at it and I was like, I'm gonna use it to write Undertale lore. Oh my god. Yeah. I took this notebook and I wrote a lot of cool things that I thought were cool, some pieces of lore, some ideas for the episode, some plannings, and things like random things like, for example, determination, and also some other things that I can't talk about because that would be a spoiler. So yeah, I've been planning a lot of stuff in this notebook of mine. And in 2023, while I was planning the series, because planning is a whole different process than writing it. Like when you plan this series, you need to plan it, you know? You're like, oh, I want this to happen, and then this, and this, and this, and I want this fight scene to happen here, but I need this dramatic moment because I want to explore this thing, and there's also this plot, and this one is different than writing, because when you write, I mean, I'm saying this with my completely amateur knowledge, but when you write the series is when you actually write dialogue, actions, and for example, me, I like writing the descriptions of the environment because I think this is cool. So yeah, and throughout 2023, I had the idea to only focus myself on the first season because as I was going to the second one, I was starting to like lose my mind a little. I was starting to get so confused because it was starting to get a mess, and I decided, you know what, let's focus on the first season because it is easier to understand, and it's much more simple, it's cute, I like it, I don't give a I want this season to be cute because a lot of creepy shit will happen in the future. Oh my god, I've really swore a lot here. Swore? I don't know English. And I am bilingual. Okay, so I decided to focus only on the first season. Before everything, I decided, you know what, I want to focus on the first season, see how people will react, and I will create the rest as I get feedback because, I don't know, I think this will be an interesting approach. Yes, of course, I do have some ideas of what I want to happen this season, what will happen, what needs to happen, and everything, but getting a feedback can really help enhance the story more, like for example, a character that I forgot, or a plot aspect that I forgot, things like that, or maybe some elements that people didn't like in the first season and I can try improving them in the second one, and so on. At this point, I've already written 2 whole episodes, and the first one is my favorite of all. I'm not even kidding, it's 100% ready, it's perfect. I mean, the first episode is like my favorite. There's a word in Portuguese for that. I mean, is a word that defines something that you really care about but takes a lot of work from you. It's called xodó. So the Player's Fate is my xodó. It takes a lot of work. Sometimes I get crazy planning things and getting so many ideas that it's even difficult for me to know where to start, but I really like doing it. So yeah, there's a cool new word for you to use in your life. When there's something you really care about but takes a lot of work, you can say it's your xodó, and people will say like, oh, what's that? And you say, oh, it's a Brazilian word. See, Mary Mask is also culture and information. But back to the player's fate. I've already worked on the first episode. As I said, it's 100% ready. And the second one, I am going through a bit of reviewing things, but I think it's going to the right path. I think it's a cool episode. I like the second episode more than the first one. I mean, I also like it, but I mean, it's in the second episode when things starts getting interesting, you know? But yeah, I can't say much. I can't say much about the rest. All I can say is that I'm having a bit of difficulty with the third episode, but I am having a bit of ideas, and I think I know what I'm going to do. But my plan for 2024 is I don't know if it'll be able to happen because of college, and I don't know if I have enough time for working on it, but I really want the player's fate to happen. But my idea for 2024 is releasing the first episode is still in 2024 because the first episode is really good. I mean, it works perfectly to introduce the story, to set the tone, to introduce the characters, introduce the world, and also leaving you curious for the rest. I mean, I think I did a good work with that. My Brazilian friend agrees with me. By the way, check his channel, it's really cool. And my idea is to post the first episode. Blah, blah, blah. My idea is to release the first episode and see how people will react. And then I'll get back working on the rest. I want to focus totally on the first episode because the script is done. It's completely done. The only thing left is getting voice acting, animating, and making soundtrack, and also editing the sound. And oh my god, I am awful at editing sound thingy. Ugh. But I'll try figuring out a way to do it. Also, the script has 44 pages. It's 40 pages long, and from what I read, I think the episode will be like 40 minutes long, but I don't care how long it'll be. I really don't care. I want this episode to happen the way it needs to happen. I don't want to separate it into two parts. I want it to be a whole episode, and that'll be it. I know it'll take a lot of work, but I am on it, okay? I'm on it. I'm really trying my best to make my best right now as a completely amateur on writing, on animating, and blah 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 blah. And also, and now that we got to the topic, I wanted to talk a little bit about the player's fate voice acting, because my idea is something that a few people might think it's a bit weird, because usually people in the Undertale community like working with text boxes, you know, because the characters in the game don't have voices. I mean, they have those but they're not voices. And people, when they usually animate that, they use the text voices because it's easy. You don't need to worry about voice acting and sound editing. I mean, you do, but it's simpler, it's easier. But for me, I think it's a bit difficult, and I think it takes twice the work, because when I am planning a shot, I usually forget about the text box thingy, and then I realize I need to find a way of fitting the text box there. I mean, if you watch the inner conflict, I think you will understand what I mean with that, because I don't know, I mean, it's very stressful for me, and also because I think that voice acting can help the characters feel more alive, and can also help in more dramatic moments with intense emotions, especially for a certain character. Asriel, I won't get into that, but I think it's a good idea. I really want to explore that. I want to make characters feel alive. I mean, guys, I am an amateur, okay, but next year I'll be actually studying this thing, so I guess I'll be a bit better. And I'll try my best to. I really want the player's fate to be the best thing I can produce. I mean, I'm not gonna say it'll be the best thing. You guys will see, because everyone has different opinions and everything, but I'll try my best to deliver something that is cool, that is interesting, and that is also very, okay, there's not a word for that in English, whatever. And now that we started talking about the voice acting, I plan on paying these voice actors. I don't want them to willingly help me produce this series for free, you know? And because of that, I need money. So my plans for 2024 is opening commissions. I've been studying this idea for a very long while now, and I am seriously thinking about beginning commissions so I can begin raising money so I can pay these people. I mean, I also need to find a way of searching for these people, and that's why I want to make a special video introducing the player's fate. I mean, introducing the project, talking a little bit about it. A lot better than this thing that I'm currently doing. Here I'm just talking. You guys are not even knowing what the I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I'm cursing a lot. Anyway, and that's something I want to do in 2024. I don't know exact when. exactly I will be getting commissions, but I want to begin making commissions because I want to start raising money somehow. I've also thought about opening a Patreon, but I guess that'll take a lot more work. I need to study this idea more. I need to figure out like the rewards and also to organize myself because I don't know if I have enough time for that. Probably I will. I just need to organize myself, but it'll take a little while, but something that will happen for sure is commissions. So if you support my work, if you want to see the Player's Fate happening and you're curious about the series, or if you didn't know about it and now you're curious, consider maybe buying a commission in the future when I open them next year. I guess that's everything I had to say. Thank you for keeping up with me until the end of this very long crazy video with this crazy drawing that I've made and also the crazy sounds that I placed there. I'm sorry for your ears. That I hope is finally showing up on screen right now. Oh, I guess it is. Oh, see? Oh my god, the magic of editing is so perfect. What is this accent? Anyway, I hope you guys, I don't know when I'll be releasing this video, have a nice Christmas or had a nice Christmas if you celebrate or not. I hope you have a happy new year, and I hope I can see you guys next year in 2024 where a lot of stuff will happen, commissions, and also the Player's Fate first episode with the script completely done. That is completely done. Why did I say that twice? I don't know, but it'll be a very crazy year. And thank you so much for your support throughout this year, because this year was crazy for me, and seeing you guys supporting me, it really makes me happy and makes me want to continue. I know I don't talk much here in the channel. I guess I've only do that twice here, and I'm doing this again in a very weird way. I think this will be the last video I'll be making the year, but I still hope it is a nice way to end this year. And, you know, I guess I am... Como é que fala isso em inglês? Eu não sei! Ah! Eu não sei inglês! Anyway, thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you guys in 2024. Arrivederci! I don't know Italian. Ah!